yourself to whatever food, there's food, water, all kinds of stuff, just help yourself. If there's anything else you need, let us know. The bathroom's right there, sign, and we have actually take a quick intermission, and we're gonna do a little 50-50 raffle, try to raise a little money for our nonprofit store, and our nonprofit veterans memorial that we have out front, that was built by two of our veterans right here in town, so we just do a 50-50 raffle and take it from there. Great, so appreciate it. Thanks, Adam.
Saturday, let me tell you. Acworth, who knew? Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life you were only waiting for this moment to arrive. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see all your life. You're only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird fly into the light of the black night. Into the night of the dark black night. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life you were only waiting for this waiting for this moment to rise. You were waiting for this moment to rise. You were waiting for this moment to rise. Good morning. Can you hear all right? Kind of a rushed sound check. I was excited to start drinking coffee and whiskey. Smart? I don't know if I would call that smart.
Coffee, whiskey, and a little bit of maple syrup.
Yeah, has anyone ever, I'm sure somebody's combined those before. Whiskey and maple syrup. Shit. Now you got my brain going.
Homemade maple syrup, too.
Really?
Yes.
Don't know where to get
You have jerky that has both whiskey and maple syrup in it?
Yes, he does. Oh, fish out here.
I love Acworth. You're sweet like a melon, sly like a felon. I've been watching you dance all night. This party's slowly ever going, yeah. Holding me outside. The stars are out. It's a perfect sky. What if we only live tonight? What if we never see the sunrise? I won't wait for the right time for you with me to stop this running around. Let your hair fall down. Let your hair fall down. I'm a whiskey drinker, late night thinker. I've been wanting to figure you out. I like tea with my honey, and I do not have much money, but I can show you what life is about. World test Vegas, we can treat. What if we only live tonight? What if we never see the sunrise? I don't wait for the right time for me to stop this run around. Let your hair fall down. Let your hair fall down. And it may not look like much, my tattered rags and such. Look at you all dressed in white. And it may not run in your stop this runaround? What if we only had tonight? What if we never see the sunrise? I don't want to wait for that time. For we made to stop this runaround. Let your hair fall down. 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 Let it fall down. That song is not for you, Norm. Sorry. Can we give it up for Norm and Jeff for putting this down? We have some people here that are seeing me for the very first time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you for coming and hanging. That's awesome. This is actually so most of the year I tour with my band, the Ezra group, and we tour all over the place. But I take a section out of the year to go to as many homes of fans as I can. I try to go as far around the country as I can, go into usually living rooms, but some of the more motivated folks, like Norm and Jen, find places like this to do shows. But it comes back to, I consider myself a folk musician, and so this is a tradition coming back in the day before there were, before you plugged in instruments. Scraggly dudes like me would go from town to town, playing in meeting houses and restaurants and barns and living rooms, and that's how music and culture and news was spread. And I love that. And there is such an amazing community of folks around our music these days, surrounding. About 9 years ago, 2016, I was like, you know what? We should build a tour around just having our fans create their own concert experiences. And it's one of my favorite things to do every single year. So,
Thanks you.
I'm gonna try a new one out. The feeling of sunrise, Thanksgiving Day, the times when I felt as I was walking away. Memories so strong, but it's so hard to say the right thing, the right time. The last melting snow, with the first spring day's shine, hearing her laughter and knowing she's mine. The sweet ache inside as I watch that sunset. I'm searching for words that they haven't made yet. Driving the back roads slowly through my hometown. When the tough job's been finished, that last look around, these moments all pass, and I just never found the right words, the right time. The last chapter, read slow, is a savor of the end. searching for words that they haven't made yet. Her breath on my skin when our love has been spared. The money's all gone, we're not sure where it went. All the love that I've known mixed with all my regret. No plans to wake up to as I drift off to sleep. Those first autumn leaves crackling under my feet. Laughing out loud with someone I meet in the right place at the right time. The shake of the hands before the battle begins. The loosening of my shoulders, a half a glass sand. The rush down my spine as I'm placing my bed. I'm searching for words that they haven't made yet. Looking back through it, hasn't time flown? Remembering that last hang, wishing I'd known the smell of Mom's kitchen, all the good folks I met, the feel of my daughter asleep on my chest, holding on to these moments before I forget, and searching for words that they haven't made yet.
You have big fans in one of our local radio stations here, the Buzz. I've heard you.
You've heard me on a buzz?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're such good people. We were hanging there the other morning. We just had a show in Manchester, a place called the Rex Theater. It was so much fun, and I was. Crutchy calls me up. Greg is a guy that is kind of like the poobah of that show, right? And I get voice messages from him about once a week. I'll be like, "What are you fucking doing, kid?" He's like, "Can we help promote your show?" I'm like, "I think it's sold out, but I'd love to just come in and make you drink whiskey with me early in the morning." They're a pretty special bunch over there. You know, most radio shows, if you're a musician and you come in, it's, you know, they'll ask you about your tour, and they'll ask you what you're doing, and then they'll maybe have you play a song, and then they'll just go on to their regular scheduled program. But, you know, those guys over there, you know, I know whenever I show up, they're just going to make me shit around with them till the end of the show. Usually end up sitting on the radio for an hour and a half or something like that, hanging with those guys. That's pretty special. So, I just came from yesterday at 5 p.m. I landed in Logan Airport, Boston. I've been on tour in Germany for the last week, which is so cool. For a grassroots dude like me that's never been, aside from the Buzz, never really been on the radio at all, and so, you know, it's been pretty organic and underground, the way that the music has filtered out around the country, and it was crazy to be, 6,000 miles away in a country where, a lot of the audiences weren't speaking a lot of English, but they were singing to some of my songs, and it's fucking crazy. It's a crazy feeling, right? And it's cool because, as a grassroots artist, you get to know some of the other grassroots artists, if you're touring enough. There's a gal named Miss Emily that I met at a festival down in Jersey, and we became friends. She kind of blew me and my band away, and after the show, we went up to her and we asked her if, she's a Canadian artist. We said, you ever tour in New England? And she said, no. We said, well, you fucking do now. And so we took her on tour with us, and she's actually going to be out there playing a bunch of the same spots next week. But she talked about this during COVID, during this time of isolation and sadness and fear. She decided to come out with an album inspired entirely by joy and love and gratitude. And I would hear her play these songs each night. I'd hear her talk about these songs. And I would think to myself, man, ain't that the role of an artist during troubled times? I tell you that to let you know that this next song is not that kind of COVID-inspired song at all. Your kisses were sweeter than honey. Your touch, it was softer than snow. There's a lot we were sharing. Now I got something flaring, and I'm calling just to let you know. I was positive I was negative for a long time. I woke with the pain in my head, felt this thing in my chest. It took me a test, now I'm positive instead. Now I am a man of the countryside. There's no place I won't dare to roam. But I ain't being fictitious. The shit out there is vicious. From now on, I'm just staying home. I was positive, I was negative for a long time. With pain in my head, feel this thing in my chest. Took me a test, now I'm positive instead. Sunshine, my darling. I'll drink every toast to your health. But unless you are meaning to do some real quarantining, you can keep them sweet lips to yourself. I was positive, I was negative for a long time. I woke with the pain in my head, felt this thing in my chest. It took me a test, now I'm positive instead. I was positive, I was negative for a long time. Oh, with pain in my head, felt this thing in my chest. It took me a test, now I'm positive instead. Yes, I'm positive instead. It's such a stupid song, it makes me happy. These days, I'm living out in a little fishing village on the coast of Maine. two baby daughters, 3 years old and 1 year old. I'm gonna play another show after this today. I've got 2 shows tomorrow, 2 living rooms tomorrow. Finishing up, I believe, in Jackson, New Hampshire. And then I scoot east. And if I'm lucky, I'll get home maybe at about 3 a.m., 3:30 a.m. And I'll wake up at 6 a.m. and I'll cook my baby girl's eggs in the morning and I keep up with that. This is, somebody was saying that they like the song. This is, and this is, it's her new lullaby. It's pretty amazing. This is the first song that I wrote after becoming a dad. And I was supposed to be in charge of teaching my daughter Willa how to drink from a bottle. It's hard. I'm probably not telling most of you anything you don't know, but it's hard for a mama to do that because the baby is sitting in the same place that they sit and smell all the same smells that they smell when they breastfeed. So, you know, they don't want to drink from a rubber nipple, right? So you take. So I took Willow away to. We'd go to a separate room, and we'd wrestle with that bottle for a little bit each morning, try and get her to drink. And then afterwards, I'd put her in a little bouncy chair that we had, a little chair that was like this, to bounce up and down like that. She was too little to bounce on the chair, but I'd put her on the ground and I'd bounce with my foot and I'd play guitar to her. And so she and I wrote this song together right there in those mornings as she was learning how to drink from the bottle. It's called Lay Lay. Tiny world in your hands, moving tangles I can almost understand. Well, there goes all my little plans. They lay your head on me. Your disdains that's speaking. You'll need patience teaching me to spin. There goes everything I've been lately. Lay your head on me. I'll be damned, bless my soul. Don't we dance like a tumbling rain? May the sunshine erase our steps so the young can dance again. Find your rhythm, live your truth. In my eyes, there's nothing you can't do. But there goes everything I knew. Lay your head on me. Bless my soul when we dance like a tumbling rain. May the sunshine erase our steps so the young can dance again. You pick the song, choose the speed. I'll lift you up, let you lead. Well, there goes everything I need. Lay your head on me. Lay your head on me. Lay your Everybody doing okay so far?
Yeah!
I feel bad y'all came by, you're like, you squeezed yourselves in the back corner, you're like, had to look at me through a table back there, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's always those people.
Yeah, they're the fucking troublemakers, aren't they? I know.
The fun crowd.
I remember some of you from Norm's Foliage Fest video that he showed me earlier, right? Is that what you call it? What is it? The
Foliage Fest, yeah.
See, I know what goes on here in Acworth.
What happens in pulpit rock trees.
This is true.
That is true.
We've been flying back and forth to Austin, Texas to record the next Ezra group album, which is pretty exciting. We've never done anything like that before. You know, these days, with technology as it is, you can record in all sorts of, all kind of makeshift ways. You can take your recordings, you can record a guitar in a hotel room, you can record, drums in the bathroom somewhere, and you can get all those pieces of a recording together, and you can post it up into a cloud in a studio somewhere else, can mix it together. You do a lot of those things, and because we've never had any real money or resources when we make music, that's kind of how it's been. But there's enough people out there listening these days. It's just feeling so exciting to me and to us. We decided that we would really invest in working with a producer and going to this great studio. And so for the last year, we've been flying back and forth to Austin, recording some songs. I'm really excited about a lot of what we're doing, and I can't wait to get the music out. We're going to start trickling the music out there starting this summer probably. And anyways, I thought I'd play one of the songs that we recorded. This one's called Pink Champagne. Drinking pink champagne in a cheap motel in a nowhere town, headed somewhere else. From an old chip glass she took from the kitchen of that little cafe. She ain't missing, AC's blowing, hot air, TV's broken. She don't care. She's dancing in the best dress on late night, singing to her favorite song. Ain't thinking of the past, it's gone. It's too brand new, got nothing left to lose yet. She's smiling, no shame, in a cheap motel, drinking pink champagne. Drinking pink champagne. With the folks back home, they all told her, you'll understand when you get older. It's the way it is, days just grow longer. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Be thankful, darling, for what you're given. She hears them calling. She ain't listening. She's dancing in the best dress on late night, singing to her favorite song. I ain't thinking about the past, it's gone. It's too brand new, got nothing left to lose yet. She's smiling, grocery in a cheap hotel, drinking pink champagne. She's dancing with her best dress on late night, singing to her favorite song. it's gone, it's still brand new. Got nothing left to lose yet. She's smiling, no shame, in a cheap motel, drinking fake champagne. Drinking fake champagne. Well, I showed up. I showed up this morning at the prestigious Acworth Town Hall. I did not know what to expect. I definitely didn't expect a badass piano. So I'm going to take advantage of that. That's all right. And I hope you all can hear okay. I mean, hear that. I'll try to sing loud enough. So for those of you who are just meeting me, I'll warn you, I don't really play the piano. I can't really read music, but I think it's a beautiful instrument, and so I like to write songs on the piano. I press buttons until they turn into songs. That's how it feels. A really exciting thing happened to me a handful of years ago. I got invited to go down and do some songwriting with a fellow named John Oates from a band called Hall & Oates. And that was a big deal because, until that point, really, for the most part, right, for many, many years, we didn't have fans, we didn't have a record label. I would just go to the kind of dirtiest, least successful bars I could find and ask if we could play in the corner. And that's how, so we play five hours a night, 7 nights a week if we could. Often in danger of outnumbering the audiences we were playing for. The job then was not to put on concerts as much as keep people drinking until last call, right? And if the bar made money, then we get everybody back to play. And and so suddenly like this dude from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame was asking me to come and write songs with him. It was a little bit of a surreal experience. I was nervous. I really wanted John to like me. And I was intimidated. But he turned out to be just this really down-to-earth guy. We become buddies over the years. We've written 9 or 10 songs together. And he's had me come out on tour here and there. That's been super fun. We wrote this. Next song I'm going to play for you is called Hold Each Other Now. We wrote this song together, and then I went into the studio with my band to record the song, and we had put down some tracks, and I thought I would send it to John just to see how he thought it was coming, and he was like, I love it. Will you send those tracks down to Nashville? I'd like to produce the song. I'd like to bring in some other musicians, and I'd like to bring it into a proper studio and do the whole thing. And I said,
trying not to sound too enthusiastic.
I guess, John. Okay. So it's really that we released this song. It's not on an album. It's just we released it on all the streaming platforms in September. I'm pretty proud of how the song came out, and I'll try not to butcher it for you right now. It's a really nice piano. take a little break. Norm mentioned a 50-50 raffle, and I think he also mentioned that they are raising money for the general store here in town. Is that right?
And the Veterans Memorial.
And the Veterans Memorial. I think that's so cool. I will tell you something that I learned. I traveled when I was in Germany. I played a lot of small towns and villages out there, which I thought was really, really cool. There is, believe it or not, an underground grassroots music scene there too. And when there wasn't a grassroots music scene, I decided, fuck it, let's just build one anyways. I was playing in a cool village in East Germany, 800-year-old village called Acworth, and tiny little place. Same population as Acworth, as a matter of fact, except unlike Acworth, that's right surrounded by a bunch of different. I mean, it was way out there in the farm, so it was kind of like, you picture like a tiny little village in the middle of like Nebraska or something like that, right? That's kind of what it felt like, except it was always right? I mean, there was like, if you go off the road down these little cobbled old horse wagon roads.
We got those here too.
Yeah, that's it.
They don't drive on it.
You don't have a fucking castle, which was the end of that sentence.
But did they have a piano?
They did not have a piano.
Never been to Thibodeau's house yet.
But, there's something that's happening not only in that small village, but even in the larger towns. When you think about Europe and you think about the history there, and you think about these old towns, you think about the local pub or the local shops where people hang out. Those are all dying and gone because there's just not enough people spending money to support those businesses anymore. And so it was really, it was almost heartbreaking. I was playing in a room similar to this in Platco that was connected to a restaurant. The restaurant, it maybe opens 1 or 2 nights a month if there's an event happening. The general store closed down. And so you have all these people that are out in the middle of nowhere where you need community. You need community the most out there. And there is no place of interaction anymore. And it is a pattern that's slowly isolating so many of us. Anyways, it's one of the things that makes me proud to be here in Acworth because it takes intentionality and effort and a real community-minded spirit to keep a place like the General Store open, keep a place like this open and active. And that's, to me, what builds strong community. Strong communities that last. And so my point is, after this, if any of you want a field trip with me to the Ladies' Bazaar next door, there's a whole bunch of more community activity happening here. We all put money down that there's going to be some good pies baked over there. So anyways, if you can, donate to the raft. Give a little something to get back to this town. Especially if you're coming from not in this town. It's a pretty amazing way to support not only the spirit of why I play these shows, but the folks that put the effort together to make these shows happen. So we'll take a short break, and then I'm gonna play some more after that, and then my second show is in Moulton Borough.
Nice.
It's 2 hours, right?
You'll like it there.
It's right down the road. I think we should all come. It's sold out? Fuck it! I'm gonna show up in the front door and just be like, I'm sorry guys, I brought 15 cats. Yesterday we released a new song. Not one of the songs that we've been working on in Austin, Texas, but a song that I wrote last year, inspired by the passing of Harry Belafonte. Which, if you know his music, I think you would probably not have guessed that he
He's
was.
a very good looking man.
Excellent. That was hilarious. I was talking about this song last week at the Rex Theater, and our opener, this amazing musician named Jeff Brazil, runs out on the stage in the middle of our set, and he pushes me out of the way and he gets on the microphone and he's like, I once found myself in an elevator with Harry Belafonte. He is a very good looking man. And not only was he an amazing songwriter, but also and a very good looking man. But he was also an incredible person off the stage, an advocate for human rights and social responsibility, and the kind of leader that I wish was more of in the world these days. Anyways, he passed, and I wanted to write a song that had him in mind, and this was the song that came out. It's called Mama Luna. I love this chorus. So if you like this song at all, you can listen to it on any of the streaming platforms out there. I don't have to record it on anything physical. But you have to see how we do it. Yeah, Chester, that's it. Yeah. That's cool. We had my bass player live up there. And his best friend lived in Chester. In his like basement, this guy lived in Brian's father was friends check it out, man. It's a snap.
Sure, hardwood, yes. It's all over. 7 years ago, I was running these machines and I found my old wife. Five was in shape. So I got back into it. For 7 years, I'm glad, yeah. Yeah, there's plenty of rivers, yeah. There are plenty of rivers. Stuff to happen out of my house and out of my house. Yep, also. Some of the bigger rivers I'll catch bass. Sometimes perch. Two big rivers there. Just all the times and lakes here, they are all soft, lucky bottoms. There's no wading. I don't have a boat.
Oh, that day.
Lots of fun.
I did good.
Really out of trouble. Oh yeah. I did that in Glass City Arc a couple of years ago. Caught salmon and steelhead. Fun. My job is so easy. I don't hate it. It's easy to do. I don't want to go hard to retire. I want to. Something different. That's why I didn't start saving life until later in life. I don't have that nest egg people would think of. It's pocket change, it's not a nest egg.
I made a list after the fact.
Move forward, don't look backward, put the rear mirror on, keep going forward. That's all we can do, right? Somebody else, everybody else. That's the attention, everybody else. There's many good things to consider yourself. So, the only other thing that gets more than that is the intersection of the school or 100%. That's it. That's it. So, as long as you get 70, 80%, you're talking about big. You get that 18 to 20% of yourself back. That's not enough. That's not enough to live. Stay focused, my friends. I told our house, just thinking that we were doing the right thing. We sold the first, we bring our profit, considering we're going to live in an apartment. Frugal and find that perfect place. The COVID hit. The whole real estate was down 5 years now. We've been living in an apartment. Crazy. That's one of the things keeping me from retiring. Find a home, permanent place. The rent is fine. It's all right. It's about $700-800 more than a mortgage. It's money.
Did you all get a snack or two?
Now we did.
Who's got their raffle
This right
tickets?
here, that is what it is.
Maybe let's draw it. Let's draw it a little bit. I'll unplug it a little bit and we'll draw. I lost my father about 2 years ago.
Love you very much.
He wasn't a big communicator kind of a person. But me and my dad spend time with him. He invited me up into the mountains here in New Hampshire. That was our spot. We hiked a whole bunch of 4,000 feet. Go camping. To this day, whenever I feel like a little lost or something, I feel like I can always find myself again in my mountains. It's pretty special. I mentioned it earlier. I'm married, my gal, her name is Allie. And there came a time when I wanted to tell her that I love her. I never said that to another human being. I mean, you know, not my partner kind of way. And I thought that if I was going to do that, I needed to take her camping up in the mountains. We went on a hiking trip for a weekend. We probably did 6 or 7 different peaks. While we were up, can't remember, it might have been on the knife edge of Lafayette. We did it on an off day, so there wasn't a whole lot of people. And I told her that I loved her, and when I got back, when we got back, I wrote this song called About It. The genuflectors wait upon their Savior. The constituency is doing as they're told. You and I, we were gonna getting braver as we get each other out on this road. And we're looking for our answers in the morning. The morning gets its knowledge from the sun. The sun will take its wisdom from the mountain, where we'll be sleeping when the summer day is done. And our footsteps, they pound with the rhythm, and it feels like it's all meant to be. And I can't help but live for the life that stumbles out of me. Wake up with our hair and bodies tamed in a kingdom that will never know our names. Our breath will be a fire that is burning, and I'll kiss you 'cause we're born from love and flame. So look at me and know we are each other. Smile 'cause it's the most that you can give. If I die tomorrow, find another, and I promise that I'll love you while I live. We hold tight 'cause our planet is spinning so fast that it blurs what we see, and I can't help but live for the night that stumbles out of me. We are a moment that will never be repeated. We are a song that will never have an end. Let us laugh at a life soon completed, and all the miles between now and then. We will find what we need from the mountain. We will soar on the air that we breathe, and can't help but live for the life that stumbles at me. The secret is we all live on forever. The truth is that our dreams are just a game. Grace, it's just the sweat of the endeavor. Lesson is that we are all the same. It's a New Hampshire song right there. Yeah. There are ocean people and mountain people, I think. There are desert people. My wife is like a desert oceany kind of a person with a little bit of mountain in her. I think I'm a mountain guy with a little bit of the rest in me. But my deal with Ellen was that if she was going to be crazy enough to hitch her wagon to mine in life, she can live any damn place she wants to live and I'd make it work somehow. And I got no complaints about where we are. We're, out near the ocean in Maine. Maine coast is so beautiful out there.
Down east.
Woo! Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. She grew up in Jersey.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Right? I'll tell you what, she grew up on a farm. She grew up on a 100-acre farm in Jersey. Us New Englanders, right? Like, I didn't realize there were farms in Jersey.
I didn't either.
You go down to Jersey, if I say that, there are like 3 people in the audience that are like, it's called the Garden State, man! You don't hear about the garden part about New Jersey too often.
They don't want your season.
Allie grew up in a conservative Catholic family. Parents are very conservative and very Catholic. I don't know much about that. Except, I feel like it's pretty safe to assume. I fucked up this guitar sound.
It's the whiskey.
Yeah, it's a whiskey. Yeah. All right, we're doing good. So, like I said, I didn't know much about Catholicism or what it meant to grow up in a Catholic family like that. Except, generally speaking, I think if you're conservative Catholic parents and you have a beautiful daughter, you do not expect her to wind up with an impoverished hippie folk-playing Jew. I didn't think there was going to be a whole lot of potential for that relationship. That made me sad because I wanted parents like me. I just did. Turns out they're wonderful, open-minded people. Actually, over the years, becoming part of their family's traditions and culture has been a joy for me. I mean, we should all be so lucky, I think, to get to experience a different heritage, background, and culture up close and all. I think the world would be a little better off for it if we all had to do that. And while that's a heartwarming story, in my opinion, it would make for a boring song, so I wrote this one instead. I call it Steal Your Daughter. Gotta protect their reputation. You got a fine congregation. I know you sleep with your shotgun loaded. No knock on the front door. Try to tell what you think you own when you're sitting out searching for the blue lights on. I don't know nothing about Matthew 7, one but I do know nothing about retribution. John twice in the holy water, come in and steal your daughter. How much you fear the most, you better come my name like a Holy Ghost. What you don't know about the scaries of a person you find Hail Mary. John twice in the holy water, come in and steal your daughter. Hey, hey, hey. Living no dead, give my life for. Girl that I love that you pray for. You never know that I'm on the tide. When she cries for her daddy in the middle of the night. I've read Proverbs 23:14. Yeah, that'll never be me. Till twice in the holy water, come in and steal your daughter. And what you fear the most, better call my name like a Holy Ghost. What you don't know about scaries, every person you find in there. Till twice in the holy water, come in and steal your daughter. And you can share all you want about Exodus 20:15. And any of your daughters come with me. Twice in the holy water, come in and steal your daughter. I'm what you fear the most, better call my name like a Holy Ghost. What you don't know about scaries and the person you find here. Jump twice in the holy water, come in and steal your daughter. Thank you very much.
I think all the ladies at the rummage sale are dancing over there.
Should we go play that one for the Ladies Bazaar next time? I don't know, I've played for enough old ladies in my life that they like the nasty stuff. All right. Everybody doing okay so far? Telling you, Mocha Bro's right down the road.
We got a piano here.
I can't get there from here.
Last night was a rocky one. The night is coming soon. The rain keep falling heavy on my head. My brothers and my sisters holding hands and marching on. It's the only thing that gets me out of bed. And I've been crawling, big River Jordan, yeah. How many faiths, rising tide. Really, I got a simple plan to get us through these stormy days. Hold on to each other, find a way. We got to hold on to each other, find a way. We got the preachers on the left, the politicians, they're on the right, and the news shouts panic everywhere we turn. But when the ones who talk the loudest also pay themselves the most, you better question what they're trying to make you learn. And I may cross River Jordan, yeah. I may face rising tide. But when their cards are on the table, there's only one good hand to play. Hold on to each other, find a way. We got to hold on to each other, find a way. Well, I am marching for tomorrow, but sometimes I do despair that I don't possess the will to carry on. But my brothers and my sisters keep me tethered to the wheel, and I know they'll keep on singing when I'm gone. And I may cross River Jordan, I might face the rising tide. Let our voices be a beacon until we live in better days. Hold on to each other, find a way. Thou said in our darkest hour, this is what we must relate. Hold on to each other, find a way. Through the toughest hurdles, these ain't words of what I'm gonna say. Hold on to each other, find a way. We got to hold on to each other, find a way. Hold on to each other, find a way. Shit, I want to play that piano again. This is one of the songs recorded out in Austin, Texas, and it's a song that I wrote on the piano, and it was complicated. It's not a complicated song. The situation was complicated. We were out in Austin, Texas. For those of you who haven't seen me play with the band, I play with, it's me on the guitar or whatever, right? But I have a bass player and a drummer that plays a really weird, like Frankenstein kit with hand percussion on it and a muffler attached to it. And then we have a fiddle player named Karina.
Rips it up.
She rips it up. She also plays accordion sometimes. She and I, we have a keyboard on stage, so we'll swap off playing.
Does she play with the Indigo Girls?
She should.
They also have.
Don't fucking tell the Indigo Girls. I don't need anyone stealing my band members.
Yeah.
So, we were out in Austin, Texas, and one of the challenges is, right, you all have seen bands on stage before. Oftentimes bands have more members than we do, right? And it's very interesting because you can create a lot of sound when you have more instruments on the stage. And something that took me many years to appreciate is sometimes negative space can be more powerful than making a lot of sound. Right? And what has really ended up feeling like the right place for the songs that I write, and we sing a lot of harmonies. All three of my bandies are just amazing music. I'm telling you this, and I am not being false. People that know me will attest to this. I'm the worst musician on the stage, which is the way I want it, right? Which is the way I want it. No one's got to make me a better musician. So if you haven't seen us before, side note, we just got hired to play. How far away are we from Nashville? That's fucking nothing.
Down the road.
Yeah. Well, we don't have anything scheduled there, but we did get invited to play one of the biggest venues that we've ever played in New Hampshire, which is the Performing Arts Center in Nashville, about 800 people. And I have it on good authority that Norm and Jen have decided to rent a bus and drive you all down.
Actually, we have a dog hop transportation service. We can all become dogs.
I don't know. Oh, but
Joseph, we're dogs.
Pianos.
as you all know, I'm not opposed for unconventional solutions. That might be it. We also love to play up the Flying Monkey. We'll be there soon. Sooner or later.
Yeah.
At some point, I'm sure. What was that? Yeah, she opened for, that was one of the places she opened for. I have totally lost, I was supposed to be introducing a song, wasn't I? Yeah. Okay, sorry. So, I have this setup when I play live with my band, and I really love it, but there is a challenge when you go in and you record music. It's not the same thing. Recorded music is not the same thing. There is not an actual real connection happening in real time, in a space that is shared between people. And to me, there has always been something that's really been lost in our recorded music that only exists when we play it on stage. Now, when you go into the studio, there are things that you can do to mitigate for that, right? And one of the things that we did when we went out to Texas is we had some of the best musicians I've ever played with, including my bandies. My bandies were there, but we had a piano player. I've never seen a piano player play like this guy before. It was unbelievable. Like when you listen to these songs and you hear piano and organ and keys on it, it's so fucking good. I'm so excited. And then we had a guitar player who was playing like dobro and slide guitar, electric guitar sometimes, and it just is so full and magical. And so here we go to play this. We go to record this song that I wrote on my piano, that I'm like plunking out on these keys. And we have this amazing piano player there. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna play through this song for you guys so you can hear the song and learn it. And then like, I don't need to play the damn piano. Like, let's have the piano player play. And the producer, he said something really cool. He said, sometimes a person that comes to the song, to the piano, who's not a piano player, plays the piano differently than a piano player would play the piano. And if you don't think about it as like, it needs to be like a piano player sounding a song, but it's just, you're making sounds with your fingers, right? Like, it's different. So I ended up playing this piano part on the album, and closing my eyes, yeah, I'm dreaming Neighbors out smoking a Joe on the curb, talking about Fenway last night. Reminds me of all of my friends and our stories, the best ones packed full of lies. And I know someday I look back at all of my failures, the lessons I should have learned. And I hope that the mirror says the scars on my face are signs of things I have learned. And I don't look down. Think about falling, the ground will start calling. And I don't look down. In the world, big talkers make way. Don't look down.
At some point, you have to tell us about your living room experience.
All of them?
No, just one or two.
I have played about 1,000 living rooms. I've played all different kinds of stuff.
Round up.
I didn't get invited to a living room.
So every year, and really, when you are a grassroots, underground artist, like we are, a band or whatever, right? And you will know this because there are people here that are like kind of dialed in and Norm and Jen are dialed in, right? You get on an email list, you follow on social media, and oftentimes that's the only time you really know when your underground artist is coming through town, right? And so we have this like network of people that they keep in touch as we make announcements. We do all sorts of crazy things, and every year we make an announcement. We say, hey, to get folks tour, we're taking on applications for next year's house concert tour. And we also started a thing called, now we do, COVID started, COVID hit, and no one was touring. The first night that I canceled tour, I was supposed to fly down to Florida to open up for one of my favorite bands in the whole world, Southside Johnny and the Acworth.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, we have some Southside fans here.
Yeah.
So that guy, who I was talking about, who thought that Harry Belafonte was a very good-looking man, that's Jeff Kazee, who is the band leader for the Juice. He opened for us at the Rex. And Southside, before COVID happened, they took us all around the country. We played about 20 shows with them, which was pretty unbelievable. Why was I talking about that? Oh yeah, I canceled the show. It was the beginning of COVID, and I decided I was home on a Friday night, which is like, it was crazy for me back then. And so I decided to live stream. And I did not less to put on the show, and just more to just feel a little less alone and scared. And I was joined by a bunch of people who made me feel a little bit better. And I said, I'll come back tomorrow night. You go back tomorrow night. And next night, hundreds more people were on, and next night, hundreds more people were on. I ended up live streaming 500 nights in a row.
The desert scenes were wonderful.
Out in the desert, right? Yeah. No matter the game was at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, wherever the fuck I was, I had to go live and stream. And so there were some crazy adventures in the little while, and my wife Allie and I were living out of a tiny little shack in the middle of the Mojave Desert, and we got just enough bandwidth to live stream. And it was really cool because it was kind of the winter time when we were doing that, and it was and 7 o'clock Eastern Time was 4 p.m. out there, and in the wintertime, right, the sun would set, so I'd find places outside to like these big boulders, and so that's what he was talking about. We had some amazing gatherings. We still gather twice a week, every Tuesday at 8 p.m. I had to move the time to 8 p.m. because I put my little girls to bed at 7:30. It was problematic. And, so every Tuesday at 8 p.m. and then once every weekend, I will live stream a concert. In fact, this concert right now, us in this room, is being live streamed right now from that camera right there. So we have and it's early enough that probably some of the fans in Germany are watching right now. Go Acworth! Go Acworth!
It's liberty.
Living room.
But during those gatherings, we decided to do something called a live gathering. And we would go to backyards. And at the time, before there were vaccines, we would have host supplies, like for the house concert series. And, but they had to, like, each host would make like little pods in their backyard so they could stay socially distanced. And there were all sorts of kind of rules that the community put in place to make it safe. We ended up doing 100 of those live gatherings, and not one person ended up getting sick. And it was a testament again to the power of community when we come together, what we're able to do together. And we still will do some live gatherings in some backyards, and so, you know, who knows, you may see us at the Foliage Fest.
That's it.
I don't know where we're going to pop up, but to answer somebody's question, this was like a 20-minute answer to a very simple question. On our website, there are ways to apply for a house concert or a live gathering, and that's how it works. We just have, you know.
I think I spun off his question. I overtook his question. He was wondering what living room parties like.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
You know what? For someone who's never been to a concert in a living room, I'm not gonna lie to you. It starts off weird.
Depends who's living room.
I mean, you show up to a stranger's fucking living room, right? And you sit down, which is, I'm telling you, which is the magic. That is the magic, right? Because you're starting with a room full of people that are feeling uncomfortable, and you all experience this thing together in very close quarters, right? And it ends up by the end of the night, you've all experienced something together, and it is.
I'm telling you, it's one of the most, like, it's one of the reasons that I love the house concert tour more than anything else, because it is really, you get to have a shared experience with a small group of people, right? In my case, right, I landed in Boston at 5 p.m. yesterday. Between 5 p.m. yesterday and Sundays at 3 a.m. when I make it home, right, to get 3 hours of sleep to cook my girls pancakes. I'll have done 5 living rooms in New Hampshire, right? 2 today and 2 tomorrow, and 1 last night,
And half the time you didn't have your phone.
yeah. And I got off the plane and I was so loopy from not sleeping that I left my cell phone in the Uber that took me from the I know. Isn't it funny how we get so dependent on the cell phone? I'm like, fuck, I've got to make it to a show and I don't have a cell phone. Am I gonna look on a map?
Restaurant.
You made it there.
There's something that's lost in that too, you know? I grew up in a small town too. Anyway, I look at maps of that small town. I bike around every single road. I knew every single place. I've been living out in Port Clyde, Maine for 3 years now. There's still a bunch of roads that I don't know about because I just go right to GPS all the time. It's all bittersweet. Which is a perfect transition to the next song. About the bittersweetness of life. It's called Revelation. The sun comes up shooting the drive. Another day I'm still alive. My heart is full, my mind is clear. Things I'll do while I'm still here. Bring me the fire, bring me the warmth. Revelation. my favorite song that we recorded out in Austin, Texas, and maybe the title of the album that will come out. Sounds so good with all those players, man. It's like glorious. It feels like going to church.
Do you have a name?
Not that I have any idea what that feels like, but I assume.
What's your best tattoo? Don't worry about it.
They borrowed women. Bad women.
Gosh.
John,
Sugary, shaky, shaky, sugary. Don't tell him you go me. Shake it, sugary. Just don't tell him you go me. Trying to remember all the words tomorrow. I'll do my best. Thought you was the cool never could do no wrong. Yeah, everything sewn up so tight. Now who's the one staying up all night? Just one thing I ask of you. Just one thing for me. Please forget you know my name, my darling Sugary. Take it, Sugary. Don't tell you no me. Shake it, Sugary. Just don't tell me no. Shake it, Sugary. I'll meet you at the Jubilee. And if that Jubilee don't come, shit, I'll meet you on the run. Just one thing I ask of you. Just one thing for me. Please forget you, my baby, my darling Sugary.
Out there it's quiet.
Shaky, sugar. Just don't tell me you know me. Shake it, sugary. Just don't tell them you know
Adam, you must have Bob Dylan as one of your building blocks.
Greg, you heard me warming up on Bob Dylan too.
Yeah, I did.
I believe that was the leading question.
Hey, I'm not saying.
Watch out for Thibodeau.
It's juicy though. That song that I was warming up on has been in my head a bunch, so I'm gonna try it again. I didn't really get to play through it during sound check. never did too much talking anyway. But don't think twice, it's over. I don't know if I've ever played this song this fast before. It must be the coffee and the whiskey and all the things. It ain't no use calling out my name, girl, like you never done before. Ain't no use calling out my name, girl, I can't hear it anymore. I'm thinking that woman don't make the whole damn road. So they won't want a child I am. Told me like I gave her my heart, but she wanted my soul. Don't think twice, it's alright. So long, honey, baby, where I'm bound, I can't tell. Goodbye's too good word, baby, so I'll just say if it will. I ain't saying you treated me unkind. You could have done better, babe, but I don't mind. You just kind of wasted my precious time. Don't think twice, it's alright. Don't think twice, it's alright. Yeah, don't think twice, it's alright. I'll tell you the best thing about a midday concert. You have wisdom. Let's sing more about whiskey right now. Or if you prefer, whiskey-infused beef jerky. With rainbow. Is that a thing? I mean, could I go to, I'd like to go to a bar, I'd like to order this cup of whiskey, and I'd like to have them just like,
There's one right there.
spits in some maple syrup. Give me some maple syrup. I mean, step up, Greg.
Okay. Yep.
Homemade last week.
That's homemade last week? Holy shit. Okay, that's good.
Sugar high.
Nothing up. I was tempted to put a harmonica in here to start. I'm gonna get to the next show and my guitar's gonna be all sticky. It'll be worth it. Yeah. Do they have a name for this? We should come up with a name for this.
I think that's taken.
I think people would get confused sometimes. Sitting here most of the night, sipping this beer, feeling alright with my old buddies lined up at the bar. Jukebox playing softly, about to be my tag, hit the road, just my luck. Someone played that song. Now I'm switching the ways. the top, let it burn me all the way down. I'm gonna drown my sorrow, sober up to Mountain Road. Tonight I fly so high I can't be found. I don't care, she don't even miss me. I'm switching to whiskey. Like a carousel on fire. Through the borrowed smoke, her blue eyes shining, holding her like she was mine. And the beer ain't strong enough to ease my mind. Though I'm switching to whiskey before the memory gets me. Fill it to the top, let it burn me all the way down. I'm gonna drown my sorrow, sober up to Mountain Road. Tonight I fly so high I can't be found. I'm gonna lean on Jack, shot for shot, gonna match these tears drop and drop. I need something strong to wash the pain away. I'm switching whiskey. I'm switching whiskey. I'm gonna drown my sorrow, sober up to Mountain Road. Tonight I fly so high I can't be found. So I don't care, she don't even miss me. I'm switching to whiskey. We do a festival every. We're gonna have to get Molten Borough to come down here because I don't know if we're gonna leave town hall. We do a festival every summer, a free. It's like a donate what you can festival. It's down the road in Ashburnham, Massachusetts. How far is that from here? Does anyone know? North? Everything's a couple fucking hours. It's the best day of the summer. It happens a Saturday before Labor Day weekend. We invite the artists out ourselves. Everybody donates their time and their talent. The festival's put on the side of a mountain. We've excavated a festival ground on the side of a mountain overlooking the Wachusett Valley down there. And all of it is run by an army of volunteers, 200 volunteers. Nobody makes any money at the Ramble. People pay what they can. The Ramble has a mission, which is to put an end to veteran homelessness in the communities. And we have this belief in the power of community, grassroots community, shape the world we live in and the culture we belong to. And we put that to practice throughout the year in many different ways, but at the Ramble in particular. And I will tell you this festival that we host, that nobody's ever heard of, matches, all right? That's what I'm talking about.
But I can't park my bus next to your van because I've seen.
The dents? Yeah, no. They'll find you a safe spot to park the bus. I had a request. You know what? We used to play at this place in Newmarket, New Hampshire. Don't tell me we're 2 hours from that, too. Fucking people. Yeah, the Stone Church. We used to play Stone Church all the time. It was an awesome. We just loved that. That place has juice in the walls. We just loved it. Sometimes acoustically it was awesome. Sometimes it was fucking terrible. But it didn't matter because everyone was too drunk to really care. But we had some amazing shows at the Stone Church. And we have somebody here today that used to come to shows down back in the day there, and they requested an old school song called the Basement Song. For many, many years, I lived in a basement, an unfinished basement, in Somerville, Massachusetts, outside of Boston.
Until you met your wife.
What was that?
Until you met your wife.
I met her and we were hanging out for many years while I was still in the basement. She knew me as a basement dweller for a long time. But I give her full responsibility for getting me out of the basement eventually. We moved up the road to Chelsea, Massachusetts, for a long time there. But some of my, I was living in that, I paid $200 a month in rent.
That sounds reasonable.
No, I was getting robbed. If you'd seen how shitty that basement was. It was really pretty brutal, but it allowed me to be a musician because there was no other way I was going to be able to make it work. And to this day, some of my favorite songs I've ever written were written down in that basement. So anyways, this is a song that was written down in that basement. A song about writing a song in the basement. The basement song. It's cold down in the basement that I'm renting for the time. Streets inside are quiet, 3 more hours till the grind. When alarms will sound in unison, the sleepy town will rise. Just start another day with neither fanfare nor surprise. And the weather will be overcast, then it'll turn rain. Folks will secretly be happy for the excuse to complain, but the rain will sound like symphonies cascading off this town's Victorian news dangles. Then the drops come rolling down, and my day will start off soggy. She's upholstered to my feet as I stumble to the corner store to get something to eat. The cute girl at the register will smile as if to say, "Ain't we both in this together?" Then she'll send me on my way. His brother chief of police catch truants at the mall, and mothers with their babies off to daycare, then to work. I'll be heading to the alleys, cause that's where the poets lurk. And I'll be seeing things in harmony, smelling lemon rye. You know the kind of day when you got sink within the times. The conflict then will rise, choose to concentrate on all the things I love, or try to fix the things I hate. Cause we Americans dig our sitcoms, music, ball games, and french fries. And our teachers, they need raises, and our schools, they need supplies. And resilience, the spirit, goes the will to carry on. And the moon to chase the sun around the earth to bring the dawn. Now, as tradition, every handful of years I change this next verse. This might be a verse you've never heard before. Well, this virus has us down and out, but Joe's been on the case. The vaccines for the variants, which one will win the race? And I'm down in the basement trying to contemplate the facts. 1 million of our neighbors gone, they ain't come without winter, plant a sturdy flag and then ship up a few religions and do it all over again. Hey, yeah. I'll tell you what.
Because seriously, I am now officially late for the next show. That's okay.
Oh, girl, they have 2 buses.
Let's do 2 more songs this afternoon.
Yeah.
Let's do 2 more songs, and I'm gonna just tell you that I'm gonna tell you a couple things. Yeah. That's right. You got the right idea. Yeah.
You're not going to make me sing, are you?
I mean, we're gonna sing, but Norm's not fucking around. But before we talk about that, I love this tour so much. It really inspires me. So every single year, I try to do something special for this tour. I make one item of merch that you can only get in the living rooms or the Acworth Town Hall. And so the 2005 Get Close hoodie is hanging in the back there.
It's 2025.
What did I say?
2005.
2005. Yeah. It's 2025. It's the maple syrup.
Sorry, guys.
Not the whiskey. It's the maple syrup. When I finish these 2 songs, I'm gonna hang out for a little bit. I'd love to say hi to you on the way out. I feel like you need to race out of here. And I'm really pissed that I'm not gonna have time to go to the ladies' bazaar. So somebody better scout that out and let me know how it is. Maybe save me some pie. Yeah.
Okay, this isn't.
But I do a strange thing with my little table over there. I recognize that it's tough times these days. Maybe not for all of us. Maybe not even for most of us in this room, but maybe for some of us in this room. My whole adult life, I've been the guy that spent my last dollars on the ticket to get into the show. And at the end of the show, I wouldn't have dollars left to take home a souvenir. And so, you go back there on your way out, pick something out you want to take home, pay what you're comfortable paying. And if times are hard for you, if you're stressed about the future, please help yourself to anything that you see for free. It's such an honor to get to play music for you. I will also say something else. There are CDs on that table, but I have an interesting perspective on CDs. Not that, right, like some artists, you will hear some artists on stage say, please don't stream music, buy my CDs, because then the money goes to the artist. For me personally, that is not the case. I may be the only artist that will tell you this, but for me, when you stream my music on platforms like Spotify and Apple Music, Pandora, Amazon, whatever your streaming platform of preference may be, it helps me.
The more hits, yes?
What?
Is it the more hits you get, the more it comes back to you?
Well, a little bit.
Something like
A little bit. I mean, artists do get paid from those platforms, but it's way more important than money. Okay? When you're an independent underground artist like me, your biggest obstacle, right, is just getting the music out into the world. Now, right, y'all can walk down the street, right, and anyone in Acworth that hears, oh, Adam Ezra played a show in the town hall. It was really good until he drank too much.
It's even better, Adam.
Anyone, it takes one click. One fucking click. And they can listen to my music, which is all I have ever wanted from the 25 years ago when I